Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Matthew.
I'm Dad.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys, and we want to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, consider subscribing. We can do a lot of things on this farm, but one thing we can't do, we can't grow this channel without your help. Welcome back, everyone. We're in the calf barn, or we like to call it the cafeteria. Well, that's not what everyone likes to call it. That's what Matt calls it, the cafeteria. But anyway, we're here. We were feeding calves and moving them this morning. We just built this pen because I got poop on my hand. So as I was saying, we moved the calves over here. Not touching the fence, that ain't happening again. We moved these calves over into this pen because we have some larger steers that we have to move, and these calves were where we want those larger steers to be, so these guys need to move. So that's what we were doing this morning, taking care of animals, setting up the store, and making a new calf pen. Oh, good morning. Oh, good morning. Oh, good morning. Oh, good morning. This greenhouse is normally where we would keep our cole crops that we plant after spring. So we start all our vegetables in this specific greenhouse. We would keep like cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, things like that, because it's only got one small heater in here, which is plenty to heat this greenhouse, but we don't have the heater on often because those cabbages and stuff can take the temperature a little cooler. But as we get into fall and winter, where it starts to get colder, we're not raising cabbage plants or broccoli or any plants in here for that matter. So we move all our calves from outside into this greenhouse so it's easier for us to take care of them. Let's go, guys. No talking back. You're not allowed to be by the road. I don't know why you think you can just do this.
Oh, and don't you dare go into the greenhouse.
They got in trouble for being on Aunt Rhonda's tables, so we can't just really let them up here anymore. It has been a dreary day. It has been raining. It's not raining, it's doing like this spitting thing, but it has been an absolute pain to deal with today. I actually haven't had my camera with me for a lot of the day because I was just digging a hole. So it wasn't that exciting, but after we got done with the hole digging, oh, super exciting. We were coming down here and checking on the animals. Everybody looks happy. But for most of the day, I've been digging a hole. Yeah, just a hole. We were having an issue with drainage, so we fixed the issue with drainage. And now I came down around back to see if there was any jobs that I could finish. Every once in a while, you'll just get these days that are like yucky. And it's raining and it's all muddy now and my boots are dirty and the chickens are upset. Well, what are you gonna do? I'm trying to find a broom. Where's the broom at, guys? Found not a broom, I found a shovel, but that'll work. This is where we keep our grain. We have the grain for the laying hens there. And then in these barrels over here is we keep our broiler chickens. That's where their grain is. And then this is where we put the grain for our cows. Now, if you look on the ground, you can see it's not the cleanest. That's because with vegetable harvest, and then we're moving into grain harvest, we don't have a lot of time to just stop and clean everything up. And we do try and keep everything a little neater, but because we're so busy and go, go, go all the time, things start to fall behind. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna sweep this up, make it look a little bit nicer. There's still a lot of nice grain in this stuff on the ground, so I'm just gonna take this in and spread it in for the chickens, and they can pick through it if they want. This is a big problem too, when the cats are eating and then the chickens come over and see them, and the chickens don't like them, so they like to knock their food all over. That makes a mess too. It's definitely not perfect, but it looks better than before, and that's what I really wanted. Uh-oh. We have a cow that's having a little problem over here. What are you doing in there? Moo. While I was working on digging that hole, my cousin Joel and Daniel, they were working on cleaning out this pen. You remember this is where we had the calves. We had moved them over, but we're about to move steers over into this pen. So we wanted to get the calves out, clean it up, so we're ready to move steers. And yes, Lefty was here. We'll go find him so you can say hi to Lefty before he goes home. But I haven't worked with him all day, so you guys didn't see him. In my last video, you saw us round bale quite a bit of hay. We were pretty happy for fourth cutting for us. But we have these bales actually in the way. So I stacked them back here where I was told to. But we have to move these bales because we run our steers along the back side of this wall. And the reason for that is if we run the steers out there, we've had problems where they just run off and damage things. And we've never had one hurt themselves out there, but we just don't want to risk it. So we prefer to move them along this back wall, but we have round bales in the way. So we're working on feeding them round bales right now. They really love the round bales. They're back there nibbling on it right now. Hi guys. So we're just trying to get hay moved so we can run the steers over here that we want into the pen.
What did you do? Did you get burrs in your hair? Don't do that. You got burdock in your hair.
Lefty. I guess he's not in a stable. Oh well, can't show you the stable today. I really tried, guys. I really tried to get you in there so you can see him. But I just wanted to tell you, we got into our silage bag. We've started taking silage out to feed, and the cows, they're devouring it, so it must be good. The pumpkins are being good girls. They're decent. They have themselves covered up here. The rain messes with our bins. And then because the pumpkins are so heavy, they start to push out on the bins, and it splits our bins open. We've had bins up here that got wet, and then we come down one morning and there's just pumpkins laying everywhere because the bin just blew open. So I went into the stable.
You're not supposed to go there yet.
Don't worry, we went just to the front door. I yelled your name and you weren't there, so we stopped.
Okay. That was close.
Lefty's never where he's supposed to be. He's always where he wants to be, but never where he should be when he has to be there.
You guys can definitely tell that I haven't been filming today because we're already closing up the farm market. We take everything off our shelves and we put it on these pallets that we have, and then we pull everything into the cooler to try and keep it as fresh as possible. Because when you're dealing with vegetables, what do you want, Matt? Fresh produce.
Fruit salad.
Yummy, yummy.
So yeah, we've just been working in the farm market. I wanted to bring you guys into the cooler to show you something. Now guys, we don't raise apples. We used to. We used to have over 1,000 trees in one of our orchards, but we had so many problems with it. And it's hard because apples and like every vegetable there is seem to come on at the same time. So it was just too much work for us. We were stretched too thin and it wasn't good for the family. But I wanted to show you in here, all these walls, they are stacked. We have apples stacked against them. So lots of apples in here. Okay, Joel wants me to tell you about the apple gas, I guess. It's a fact that not many people know that you can't store apples and cabbage together. The reason why, it's because apples put off this gas that rots cabbage. Yeah, it's unbelievable. And we've seen it. We just weren't thinking some days and put cabbage in the back where the apples are. And yeah, them apples beat up that cabbage bad.
I'm putting stuff away, Andrew. I'm working.
Tracy, look at all this honey we have here.
I love honey.
This is my honey.
This is my honey.
I'm ready to go. I turned the lights out on Joel and shut the cooler door. He cried like a baby.
You called me weird. It's on camera.
She called me a fat old man the other day. She says, "Stop running, fat old man. You're going to hurt yourself."
I did not say that. That is a lie.
Let's see what's for dinner, guys. What is that? Beef pot pie. So she has 2 pies here. One's actually made with biscuits. Look at this. But she's extra. I don't know what to tell you. And she made applesauce. Oh, there you go. That's what's for dinner. And Grammy makes red raspberry pie. Ooh, don't tell her I'm up here. If she sees me taking her raspberries, I'm gonna be in trouble. No evidence.
These would make some bomb wine. You would drink the wine from these grapes and you'd be like, man, that slaps. Woo.
All right, guys, that's where we're gonna end the video today. I wanna thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye.